30 years ago, the city of Shenzhen in China was just a small fishing village. It now has a population of almost 14 million. This is due to rapid foreign investment since the institution of the policy of reform and opening and the establishment of the special economic zones in the late 1979. Shenzhen is now home to some of China's most successful high-tech companies, including Huawei, the second largest supplier of mobile telecommunications infrastructure equipment in the world, after Ericsson. Huawei was founded in 1987 by Ren Zhengfei, and since then, the organization has shown exponential growth. In 2011, they saw revenues of $32.4 billion and are expecting revenues of $38.7 in 2012. Roland, Sladek, Vice President for the International Media Affairs for Huawei, says the rapid development of this organization is due to several factors.
I think the first is sort of the passion of the employees, actually, sort of to be motivated to continue to build the growth of the company. The second probably aspect is sort of the innovation of the company. We're one of the innovation leaders. For example, we have roughly 20% of the worldwide LTE patents, which shows that we're sort of the cutting edge in terms of innovation. And the third aspect is probably customer centricity. So we are innovating together with customers, working together with customers, hand in glove, to bring the latest innovation to consumers worldwide.
Huawei is a privately held company. Sladek says that it's totally employee-owned, and the shares belong to its workforce of 65,000.
And that growth model is really part of the DNA of the company. It gives us several strategic advantages. One advantage is, for example, to be able to take a long-term approach in investing, not to be affected too strongly by economic upheavals or economic challenges, but really sort of to be there where our customers are.
Huawei has three customer segments: operators, enterprise and consumer, and have provided these offerings in South Africa since 1998. They have also established a research and development center which focuses on software.
Africa is a very important market for Huawei. We have been in Africa for more than 10 years. We have today more than 5,800 employees, and with a revenue last year of roughly $3.4 billion in Africa. Now, our strategy is sort of to accompany our customers in sort of overall Africa to develop the African networks, the maintenance of the networks, to build sort of the new generation of networks, LTE networks in Africa. Another aspect is also to train our customers, but also future customers, like students, in one of our 6 training centers all over Africa.
Huawei have made a strong push in the smartphone sector. In the past few months, we've seen a lot of news around this market, with Nokia and BlackBerry falling behind the big players like iPhone. But how are Huawei smartphones going to stand out from all the other big hitters in the industry?
Huawei takes a different approach. I mean, the Huawei strategy is to build phones which are required by customers, which are close to customers' desires. And at the moment, Huawei's main challenge is to build its brand as a premium brand. For the first time, Huawei launched this year premium phones with quad-core chips, which make it the fastest phone available in the market today. That's one part of the answer. The other part of the answer is also to build design centers around the world, which are close where fashion trends are made. For example, Huawei built design centers in London, in Sweden, in Shanghai, in Tokyo, and in San Francisco. So these are part of the answers, actually, to develop phones that are both highly technically advanced, but also highly fashionable.
Recently, Huawei launched their first smartphone in Africa, the Ascend P1. Whether or not it is a worthy competitor to some of the big-name phones that have recently been launched over the last couple of months, we'll have to wait and see.
It'll be interesting to see how Huawei's mobile strategy for Africa pans out, and whether or not Africa will take to it. Denham, Pons, ABN, China.